I do not encourage the use of any of the compounds that are discussed in today's video. This video is purely for entertainment purposes only, and I do hope you enjoy the video. Hey, and how's it going? It's your boy here, TripTube TV. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. Today we are bringing back another story time video. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, and it's been a little bit, hasn't it? Man, it has been forever. This is the whole reason I started up this YouTube channel, was to discuss and talk about my psychedelic journeys. I was wanting to find like-minded people and stuff. It's crazy to think about how long ago I started this. I started this channel in 2014, because I was like, man, it'd be cool to discuss and hear other people's stories, and maybe I can get my stories across, and maybe someone will find it interesting. I suck at storytelling when it comes to explaining my trips, but I will do the best I can. But yeah, I do hope you all enjoy. So today's video, we are talking about the main compound is acid, LSD. Well, it was probably a bad idea to take acid this day, because yeah, a lot of reasons, a lot of weird stuff was going on in my life, and for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to take it and maybe relax. I don't know why I thought I could relax. I wasn't thinking straight. I was just kind of a dummy. Well, we can start the day off with, I was hanging with a friend, and I was taking him home, and he would tell me, for some reason, he got a bit of a screw loose in his head as well, but he's a good guy. But he was kind of the, how would you say, the gas that is going to be lit to the fire, I guess. Is that the best way to say it? I don't know. He implanted this thing in my head, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Well, he would tell me that, oh, you're going to do psychedelics, he said, eventually you're going to become a schizo. That stayed implanted in my head throughout the day. I forgot about it, though, so when I took him home, everything was fine. The whole day was okay. I go home, I was like, I think I am gonna take some. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea at the time, when you have the sober mind. So I get my acid, and I think I am a person that likes to kind of go big, so I take about 10 hits. The tabs were about 100 UG, so you do the math on that. Well, I wait, and I wait. I'm playing with my trails. I'm having a grand old time, listening to music. And for some reason, that detonator that my friend put in my brain exploded. I was like, maybe I am going a little crazy. I start questioning everything. Maybe I am. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe. You're hearing all these voices in your head. Boom, one after another. Thought after thought. And then the schizo thought comes, And I remember I got up. Because at this point, I'm peaking. I start walking back and forth, talking to myself, because I can hear my thoughts. It was more, I would say it was an auditory hallucination, because I could hear my thoughts. I can hear it, but the voices weren't mine. And that's what was making me a little crazy. I was hearing my thoughts. At the same time, though, were they really my thoughts, is what I was thinking. I was walking back and forth, just talking to myself. At this point, I probably look like a madman. If anyone walked in on me and seen what I was doing, I would probably look fucking crazy. I keep walking back and forth. I'm drenched in sweat. I calm myself down a little bit. I sit down. For some reason, I wanted to go outside and smoke a cigarette. I go outside because I like to go outside and look at the stars and smoke a cigarette. You know, it's such a beautiful time. I go outside. I start smoking, and I had some neighbors that lived like in front of me, and let's just say they're not the best of people. I mean, I'm not here to judge, but they were pretty, how can I say this? They were junkies. I mean, plain and simple. They were. I mean, they never done me wrong, but for some reason, I had this implanted in my brain that one of those guys were out to kill me. Mind you, the reason why I got this thought is because there was one of the guys talking on a cell phone. That's all he was doing. He was on the phone outside. And it's late at night. It's like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. And he was just talking on his phone. I seen him. And for some odd reason, I had that thought in my brain. I was like, he's going to kill me. He's out to kill me. So I started getting paranoid for some weird fucking reason. And I go inside and I start looking through the peephole through my door. And I was like, well, you know, I start walking back and forth again. I start doing the whole schizo thing. And I thought to myself, I was like, they don't got a car. So I decided I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go to the park or something. I had a park that I lived by that was about a block away, I guess. So I get in my car. And I guess at this point, I wasn't really fully gone yet. I was still, I don't know. I guess it was a strong come up. I don't know why I was so paranoid. And it was just a strong. But I remember I thought to myself, I was like, this is probably a very dumb idea. It's like I'm either going to hurt myself or I'm going to hurt someone. So I turn into this rich neighborhood that I live by. And as soon as I turn into this neighborhood, that's when everything... Now that's when I think I finally started... Not think, that's when everything went full fucking throttle. Literally 0 to 100. I remember seeing my truck cabin just widen up, and I remember seeing the street just like look like, I guess, jello or waves, non-stop, just moving consistently. I remember seeing the trees look like they're melting. In my mind, I kept seeing red and blue as well. So I'm paranoid of that, and I keep looking back. There's nothing there, but for some reason, I keep perceiving that I'm seeing red and blue. I guess maybe because subconsciously I know this is wrong and I should go home, which I'm trying to do, but that's kind of hard to do when you got a head full of acid. Very irresponsible of me, but just wait. I drive, I think I was going about 15 miles per hour. I was going slow, super hyper focused. Everything was just being so chaotic. But at the same time, beautiful as well. I finally make it home. And I walk in slowly. That guy he's outside smoking a cigarette. I don't even look at him. I get outside, I close the door, lock it. I look through the peephole again like a fucking madman. And I'm looking around. I don't see anyone. My mind is just going insanely crazy because I don't know how he's going to kill me. I perceived maybe I'm going to get stabbed, choked, shot. I don't know. I said, you know what? Maybe death isn't that bad. So I go lay down on my bed. I put on some Deep Forest. I have a playlist already made because if you've ever tripped psychedelics, you know how hard technology is to use. So I put on some Deep Forest and I lay down and I accepted my death. One by one, I start losing who I am, where I am. I start drifting away in this beautiful kaleidoscopic universe. Most beautiful thing I've seen in quite a while, because it was blending in with this music and I felt so at peace. The concept of death it didn't matter to me anymore. I was okay with dying at that point. Nothing else mattered but here, whatever I'm experiencing is what I'm supposed to experience. So I accepted death, and I accepted that it's time to move on with whatever needs to be done. And I close my eyes and I just drift away. Far, far away, and I start falling down the rabbit hole, and I see these beautiful fractals and kaleidoscopic geometry and just hard to explain shapes. I don't know. Very beautiful, and it just went perfect with the music. And at that point, death was actually very beautiful. I was so at peace knowing I was gonna die. I was okay with it. I thought it was gonna be okay, but it eventually wore off, and I get up and I just laugh. Like, why the hell was I freaking out so bad about a random guy that probably don't even know who I am? I have no idea why I even had those thoughts in my head. I kind of do. It's because my friend says dumb shit, and that stayed with me. And as you know, psychedelics love to unlock things that you bury away in your mind. And that's what it did. Even though I didn't even think about that anymore, it unlocked that. Very bizarre. Very, very, very scary, yet beautiful at the same time, I guess. It was a very interesting trip. Very interesting. But okay, I think that's it. And I do hope y'all enjoyed that video. More to come. I have thousands of these stories that are pretty out there. But I this one stood out to me a little bit. I liked it. I learned a lot of cool things. But okay then, I'm going to go ahead and head on off. I do hope y'all enjoy the video. And I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all take it easy and peace. See ya.